Good Saturday evening, everybody. Good Saturday evening. This is Jimmy Whitehead coming to you from the great Atlantic City Jimmy Whitehead Power Hour to chat with you a little bit. I'm making sure I'm actually doing this from my telephone because I'm having some technical problems with the laptop in this podcasting. However, I'm learning my way through it, and you got to improvise sometimes. You know, when things don't work out one way, you have to figure out another way. So, I figured I just had to do it on the telephone, which you know is the most powerful computer in the world is your telephone. So bear with me as I get started here and share some. So yesterday, when I was trying to get on, I'm gonna figure this out. Something is a disconnect between the microphone and the podcast on my laptop. But we're gonna figure it out. As I say, it just takes time and perseverance. Yesterday, I posted a word on Facebook, and the word is WIRTSCHAFTSWUNDER. WIRTSCHAFTSWUNDER. And the word WIRTSCHAFTSWUNDER is a post-war economic miracle following World War II, the rapid reconstruction and revival of West Germany. Germany's economy was famously anchored by the automotive industry. Companies like Volkswagen and Mercedes-Benz became symbols of the country's industrial prowess, generating unprecedented revenue and employing millions of workers. WIRTSCHAFTSWUNDER. Atlantic City is experiencing a remarkable surge in housing and economic development. Through the Atlantic City, through the Atlantic City Business Academy, which Mayor Marty Small Sr., Bruce Weeks, and Pamela Fields have focused on empowering local entrepreneurs by providing access to knowledge, resource, and opportunities for growth, is creating a new generation of small businesses in Atlantic City. So now you have this development going on with housing and mixed use, real estate development. You have this Atlantic City Small Business Academy focused on creating new entrepreneurs locally. And you have a lot of good stuff going on in Atlantic City right now. And to give you an example, my dear associate, Mark Colazzo, he had a vision 10 years ago when he stepped out there in faith and he took the risk as an entrepreneur and created that economic development activity going over there in the Orange Loop. He is the visionary behind some of the most transformative projects in the region. His latest achievement in the groundbreaking Loop Inn project, which is setting a new standard for hospitality innovation. So that's going on. Then you have an associate of ours, developer named Brian Zubek. He's helping accelerate development across Ventnor and neighboring shore communities with his latest project to include 18 new oceanfront townhouses. Meanwhile, Jared Kushner continues to drive major investment and redevelopment along the waterfront, advancing plans for 180 luxury oceanfront apartments through his long-awaited project. Together, these projects reflect a strong momentum and continued investment shaping the future of Atlantic City and Down Beach region. We have also developed a RX5 cybersecurity workforce apprenticeship platform to support expansion beyond the casino industry, fostering innovation, workforce development, and new job creation as well. As a result, the great city of Atlantic City is attracting a diverse range of investments and collaborations from across the region. The revitalization of Atlantic City is evolving into more than just a development boom. It is becoming a hub for technology, innovation, and entrepreneurship. In many ways, it reflects the emergence of a modern technology-driven economy where advances in science, industry, and commerce are creating new opportunities and shaping this great city's future. Now, I guess a couple of weeks ago, um, Jim Allen, the chairman of Hard Rock, he so eloquently stated, he was talking about the future of Atlantic City and some of the activity going on in North Jersey and New York. And he eloquently stated that, listen, in the wintertime, nobody's going to want to drive 2 hours to get to Atlantic City when they can drive 2 blocks and get to a casino in their community. Basically, he was saying that it's a very seasonal business. You know, the casino industry, the tourism industry is very seasonal because there's not a lot of people going swimming in the beach during the wintertime, except for those individuals that do it for charity. I think they're called the Polar Bear Club or something. However, the reality is that Atlantic City is going through what I would refer to as a WIRTSCHAFTSWUNDER, a bit of an economic miracle, because under the leadership of Congressman Jeff Van Drew, Mayor Marty Small Sr., the City Council of Atlantic City, a number of the nonprofits locally, Mark Colazzo's endeavors, his vision, Brian Zubek's projects, as well as Jared Kushner, and other very positive economic development projects are coming to fruition, particularly with the focus that the mayor has put on training local small businesses to be part of this whole miracle, this economic miracle that's happening. So I just wanted to come on. It was just a thought that has been on my mind the last couple of months, in a very positive way. And I just wanted to, it was just something in me that said, talk about this economic miracle that happened in Germany. Because, you know, after World War II, Germany was devastated. I mean, East Europe, you know, all the bombs they did over and everything, devastated. And they did things like abolish taxes on small businesses for a period of time and different other type of creative financial strategies, which helped Germany become an industrial giant. You know, at one point in time, Volkswagens and Mercedes-Benz, you know, they're still big after many years. So let's just take this time to figure out how we can work together, you know, be unified. Let's figure out how we can help each other lift someone, or they have a saying, teach someone, or teach one, learn, how is it? It's a cliche they say, each one teach one, right? Each one teach one. You know, we can help our neighbor or a local young person or a recently graduated graduate from Atlantic Cape Community College or Stockton University, you know, get a nice job in this industry here, help keep those talented, intelligent young adults here by creating new jobs that don't necessarily have anything to do with casinos. non-casino jobs, continue to develop innovative workforce training so that people can capture opportunities that will allow them to become first-time home buyers, which is a big issue with Mark Colazzo. His whole thing is you can't just build homes; you have to build homes which he says are attainable, and I think that's a good way to put it. Everybody can't afford 800,000 or 600,000 or you know $500,000 home. There needs to be some homes at a more attainable rate so that every boat can be lifted by the rising tide. So I just wanted to share that with you today. I meant to do it yesterday. I got to work out these kinks in my podcast so I can really figure out how to make this thing flow. But I'm learning. And as we move forward, we're going to continue to focus on how we can work together to create some economic miracles right here in Atlantic City, particularly with our wonderful strategic collaboration with all 5 of the Atlantic coastal sister cities. The fact that we have a nonprofit collaboration going on where once a month we meet with all 5 of the mayors. We have, starting with Atlantic City, Mayor Marty Small Sr. We have our co-chair of what we call our Atlantic Coastal Tourism District Opportunity Zone think tank. The honorary co-chair is the mayor of Margate, Michael Collins, who is a brilliant, not only political person, but just a strategic thinker. He comes up with a lot of these ideas that are fabulous and very inspirational. And then we have the mayor of Ventnor, Tim Crabell, another fabulous gentleman. Mayor of Longport, Patrick Armstrong, who is just an energetic, positive thinking, innovative thinking local leader. And we have Brigantine, the Honorable Mayor Vince Sira. So this act, we call it ACT Does, ACTDOZ. ACT Does stands for Atlantic Coastal Tourism District Opportunity Zone think tank. So with all of this development going on and with this marvelous collaboration with these Atlantic coastal mayors, talking to each other once a month, and as we all get together and we think about how we take care of New Jersey's golden goose, Atlantic City, we think about how the sister cities can mutually benefit from what growth occurs in Atlantic City through our collaborative efforts. And we continue to support good community unity. The community is what's most important in all of this. Both Colazzo and Zubek are very big in terms of making sure we create some diversity opportunity for others, local residents to participate, and also for it to be some black and white capitalism working together. Make no bones about that. We want to be able to create that type of synergy locally because at the end of the day, we all have to prosper. So everybody have a wonderful weekend, blessed Sunday. I'll be back with you next Friday, and we're going to invite some folks on from time to time to talk about some of their projects they're working on. And we're going to go into the summer thinking positive and creating positivity. Excuse me. So I hope today my microphone is working. I enjoyed this time with you and hope you have a wonderful family weekend. This is Jimmy Whitehead on the Jimmy Whitehead Power Hour. Checking out. Over and out. Bye-bye.